Hey guys, it's Tanya and this is a tummy tuck update. Today is 3 weeks since my tummy tuck on November 13th. So I would consider this day 22. I had an appointment with my surgeon today, a follow-up appointment, and I was just going to run through the things that we talked about and then show you the incision just to give you an update on how it's healing. When I saw it today, I did have 2 stitches that were kind of poking out and bothering me. One at the very top, at the tip top of the vertical incision, and then one at my belly button. So she did clip those and take the little excess part that was sticking out off, which was nice because it was kind of like scratchy feeling. She said everything looks like it's healing really well. She's really impressed with the incision and how well it's done, how thin a line it is. My swelling is not bad. I told her that for not today, but Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, all 3 days. Sunday I walked 3.75 miles. And then Monday and Tuesday, I both did 5Ks. And, I walk really fast. I'm in between like a 4.5 and a 5.0 pace. And I was careful to, in the afternoon. I did it in the morning. So in the afternoon, I kind of took it easy, put my feet up. And I swelled a little bit, but I swell a little bit every day. So I didn't see where it affected me. She kind of gave me the evil eye a little bit about it because I was probably pushing it a little bit more than what she would have recommended. But she said, since I'm handling it well, then that's fine. I asked her about my exercise when I can get back into my strength training and lifting, and she said to give it 1 more week. Next Wednesday I can start, and she said to ease back into it slowly. So probably what I'll do is I'll do my push-ups and I'll do my sit-ups. I didn't have the muscle repair, so I don't think I'll have any stomach pain with doing sit-ups. And all my weightlifting that I'll probably start out like half of what I was doing before, which I haven't been in the gym because of my arthritis before surgery for like 2 weeks before. So I'm really been out of the gym for over a month. So I'd have to ease back into it anyway. So I'll start that next week and I'll let y'all know how that goes. What else? The upper part that I have that isn't exactly perfect. We talked about that. It is showing improvement. And she kind of laid me back on the table and pulled at the skin a little bit, and she just said that when I lay flat, it does feel flat and firm, and just that she had that fear that if she took off any more skin, she wouldn't have been able to close me up, and I may have had, or she would have closed me up, but I would have had healing issues because of being too tight. And so again, we're going to revisit that down the road, but I do see improvement, so that's really good. I'm very happy with, everything. I'm happy with the way that part is healing. I'm going to get prepared to show y'all how it looks to me. I just want to show y'all. The incision looks really well. She said that I have to go back in 6 weeks unless between now and then. She said if at 3 weeks if the incision starts getting raised or really red, then to go back early. But if not, I'll go back in 6 weeks, and she's going to look at the incision then and decide if we're going to start paper tape for scar therapy. I asked her, what do I do for scar therapy now? She said, nothing for right now. Just let it go. She said, it's looking so good the way it is. Let's just leave it alone and let it heal by itself and see what happens. And if it starts raising, then we'll start paper tape. But if not, we're just going to let it go. Okay. So I've also looked into silicone gel strips that you can put on. Basically to keep the scar as flat as possible and to keep it from getting that raised, bumpy scar tissue. But I'll just follow what she says for right now. So okay. Stand up, dude. All right. Okay, so let's see. This is up here is where that stitch was that she took out, no big deal. And then down here at the bottom of my belly button was where the other stitch was. Let me see, maybe it'd be better if I hold it and it wouldn't be such a shadow. Okay, yeah. All right, so you can see the incision's red, but you can see it's super tight, and that's where the drain, my last drain was. My other drain was, I think, right there. But it's healing really well. The scabs have just about all fallen off. This scab fell off. That's the part that could be an issue, and then it formed another little scab, so that's fine. But yeah, it's go this way. To me, it's healing really nicely. So she said I should be massaging it like this, in circular motions, a few times a day. Massaging it helps to break up the scar tissue and keep it from getting that hard lump. But you can see, you know, I have like a little, you know, thing here, but I think this is like a huge improvement from even like a week or two ago. I mean, this side's really pulling in. This side's still a little bit full, and some days are better or worse than others. But yeah, all in all, I mean, I'm really pleased with it. She's really pleased with it. Get back up here, take this off. So the next part I want to talk about is something that us WLSers, women, don't talk about that often. So guys, you may want to tune out of this. TJ, this may turn into YouTube porn, so try not to get too excited, okay? Yeah. I want to talk about the part of the plastics that has been the most surprising and probably my favorite outcome from plastics. My private area. Okay. Every once in a while, somebody will talk about how they have sagging or, I don't know, fat in the private area. And I didn't have the sagging, but I had fat. I always had like a thick area down there. And from having my apron that always sat on it, it was kind of like dented in at the top, and it was just not pretty, okay? So when I had gone in to have my consultation, I asked her if there was anything we could do to improve that area. And I know I've mentioned that I did have lipo down there, but what I wanted to say is that she took off about an inch or an inch and a half of skin off the top of the pubic area and lifted that up. And then she did lipo in that area. And I have to tell you that it has healed beautifully. Now, I won't be showing it on YouTube, but trust me when I tell you, I am so happy with that area. So I've been kind of reluctant on talking about it just because it's kind of a, you know, weird subject to, you know, just put it out there on YouTube. But I figured there's probably a lot of us women who had that exact same issue. Like when I lost weight, that area did not lose weight. It stayed looking exactly the same as it looked before. So, which was disappointing. And this has been just the most pleasant surprise from the whole abdomnioplasty process. It's firm and tight and lifted, and it looks like what I always thought a normal private area should look like. So just like a word of encouragement for anybody who is thinking about doing abdominoplasty and has that issue too, ask your plastic surgeon what you can do. Because what she had told me too was that area doesn't always respond well to liposuction, and I said, I don't care. I want to give it a try. You know, it can't be worse than what I have now, so let's just give it a try. And she'd also said that it would swell really bad and it would stay swollen for a long time, and that was not the case for me. I didn't find where it swelled that much at all, and if it did not stay swollen at all, like maybe the first week. So I'm just saying, if you have that issue, don't be afraid to ask your plastic surgeon for some advice on what to do to help your area. So anyway, that is, oh, the last thing I wanted to say was I told her that I had one spot that when I was massaging it, it felt like lightning, like, oh, like it would, oh, like a sharp pain. It would catch me every once in a while in that one spot. And she said what it is the stitches that are under the skin. You know, they're made to dissolve. And she said that's normal. She said around 3 or 4 weeks, I'll probably start feeling, I could possibly start feeling like popping, like the stitches are popping. And she said that's okay. That's what's supposed to happen. The stitches are supposed to dissolve and just your body absorbs them. And it's been enough time for my body to reattach itself, and I don't need the stitches in there anymore, holding everything together, because my body has, you know, mended itself. So she said not to be alarmed if I feel a popping or those little sharp pains. It's just the stitches popping, and it's the totally normal part of the process. So, and then the only thing I can say about pain is like in the belly button area, like to touch it, it doesn't hurt at all, but I do have like soreness like along the incision line here, but it's really not, it's not bad. It's just it's numb and like achy feeling, just kind of achy sometimes. And I don't notice it all the time. You know, when I notice it the most is when I've been sitting on in my recliner for a long time, and then I get up to go walk around, and then I'll notice it's a little bit achy. But then once I'm moving around for a few minutes, it's perfectly fine. So anyway, that's my 3-week update. And if you have any questions, let me know. Finally, tomorrow night, I'm going to be a special guest on Fat Kings TV, the live Fat Kings Friday show that gets recorded on Thursday night. So, yeah, if you have any questions about my plastics, about my cert, about VSG, whatever, you can send it to me, you can send it to their channel, whatever, or certainly come and watch live and ask questions live. We appreciate that too. And it should be fun. Y'all need to come out and support me because I don't know what those guys are going to ask me. All right. Bye, y'all. Y'all have a good week.